In the US, summer is for sand, sun, and blockbuster movies. And this summer, we're going to use those movies to learn English and study how to sound American. Every video this summer is going to be a Study English with Movies video. We'll pull scenes from this summer's hottest movies, as well as favorite movies from years past. It's amazing what we can discover by studying even a small bit of English dialogue. We'll study how to understand movies, what makes Americans sound American, and of course, any interesting vocabulary, phrasal verbs, or idioms that come up in the scenes we study. I call this kind of exercise a Ben Franklin exercise. First, we'll watch the scene. Then we'll do an in-depth analysis of what we hear together. This is going to be so much fun. Be sure to tell your friends and spread the word that all summer long, every Tuesday, we're studying English with movies here at Rachel's English. If you're new to my channel, click subscribe and don't forget the notification button. Let's get started. First, the scene.
We needed to say hello.
You're not hearing me. It's not going to say hello.
Fix it.
Fix it?
Yeah.
In 40 minutes?
Fix it.
I can't.
Who's the person who can?
I'm the person who can, and I can't.
How bad are you saying?
It's pretty bad.
I don't know what that means.
It means the demo is more than likely going to crash.
You have to keep your voices down. Joel Pforzheimer is sitting out in the house.
Now, the analysis.
We needed to say hello.
What are our stressed words here, our anchors in this sentence?
We needed to say hello. We needed to say hello. We needed to say hello.
We needed to say hello. Need, say are two verbs, and then the word hello. We, it, and to, all a little bit lower in pitch, flatter. It's the valleys compared to the mountains in this smoothly curved line of intonation.
We needed to say hello. We needed to say hello. We needed to say hello.
Need it. The D comes between two vowels here. It's a flap linking those two words together. And then we have an ending T and a beginning T. How's that pronounced?
We needed to. We needed to. We needed to.
Those two words link together with a single true T. And as so often happens, the vowel in the word to reduces to the schwa t. T.
We needed to say. We needed to say. We needed to say.
We need it to. We need it to. How does he pronounce the word hello?
We needed to say hello. We needed to say hello. We needed to say hello.
Hello, hello. Really clearly a schwa, an kind of sound rather than an kind of sound. It can be pronounced either way. It is the unstressed syllable, he, hello, or hello. He does hello, hello, hello. So you have your choice there, but when you're imitating him, try to do it the way he does it with the schwa. And don't forget this ends in an O diphthong. I find my students sometimes cut this off. Hello, oh. Little bit more lip rounding.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
You're not hearing me.
You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me. You're and here, more stress there. Now, you are, your, or your, often gets reduced. It's said very quickly and it's pronounced your. Flat in pitch. Now, he's not doing it flat in pitch. He's making it stressed, but he's also sort of using the reduced vowel. It's more like just the Y and the R sound, isn't it? So since it is stressed, I would write that with the as in bird vowel. You're not hearing me. How's the T pronounced?
You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me.
It's a stop T because the next word begins with a consonant. You're not hearing me. Whoa, different day, different outfit, important announcement. Did you know that with this video, I made a free audio lesson that you can download? In fact, I'm doing this for each one of the YouTube videos I'm making this summer, all 11 of the Learn English with Movies videos. So follow this link or find the link in the video description to get your free downloadable audio lesson. It's where you're going to train all of the things that you've learned about pronunciation in this video. Back to the lesson.
You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me. It's not going to say hello.
Fix it.
It's not going to say. Now, often we reduce going to gonna. He doesn't hear. He stresses going. This is not what is going to happen in the future. It's not, it's and not lead up in pitch to that stress syllable go. It's not going to say.
It's not going to say. It's not going to say. It's not going to say.
And again, we have a stop T and not because the next word begins with a consonant. The word to is pronounced here as a flap T rather than a true T. Going to say. So native speakers do this pretty frequently when the sound before is voiced, and really frequently when the sound before was a vowel or a diphthong. Here it's not a vowel or a diphthong, it's the NG sound, but that's a voiced consonant. And so he is making that more of a D sound or a flap T. It's not going to say.
It's not going to say. It's not going to say. It's not going to say hello.
Fix it.
And then Steve Jobs, the character playing Steve Jobs, cuts him off. Fix it. Hey guys, popping in for a quick minute here. I'm waiting on the subway on a sweltering summer afternoon here in Philly. And you know what my new favorite thing to do is while waiting? Audiobooks. Audible is sponsoring this video. Thank you, Audible. They actually have a lot of audiobooks on English for non-native speakers. This July, Amazon Prime members get Audible for $4.95 a month for the first 3 months. That's like getting 3 months for the price of one. After that, it's only $14.95 a month. Go to audible.com/Rachel'sEnglish or text Rachel's English to 500-500 if you live in the US to get started. This offer ends July 31st, 2019. This month, I recommend you try Easy American Idioms. If you find you don't like it, you can exchange it for free. Also, be sure to check out Audible Originals. They're exclusive audiobooks on all sorts of topics that you can't find anywhere else. Once you sign up and get Easy American Idioms, choose one of the idioms you learned in the audiobook and put it in the comments below. Once again, to try it out, go to audible.com/Rachel'sEnglish or text Rachel's English to 500-500 if you live in the US. Now let's get back to that analysis.
It's not going to say. It's not going to say. It's not going to say hello.
Fix it.
And then Steve Jobs, the character playing Steve Jobs, cuts him off. Fix it. A 2-word thought group. Fix it. Stress on the first syllable and the word it just follows down in pitch, following the line, the curve down from fix. Fix it. And a stop T. Now this time it's a stop T because it's at the end of a thought group, and native speakers often do that. Almost always a T is a stop T when it's followed by a consonant, a word that begins with a consonant, when the T is not part of a cluster, but it's also very often a stop T at the end of a thought group. Fix it.
Fix it. Fix it. Fix it.
Notice Mr. Jobs holds on to the F consonant, puts more energy in it. By exaggerating the beginning sound or holding on to the beginning sound of a word, it makes the stress even more stressed. It's even more intense. Fix it.
Fix it. Fix it. Fix it.
Now the letter X can be pronounced 2 different ways. It's either the KS cluster, unvoiced, or the GZ cluster, voiced. How is it pronounced?
Fix it. Fix it. Fix it.
KS. In the word fix, it is the KS cluster, and that S sound links right into the I vowel. Very smooth. Fix it.
Fix it. Fix it. Fix it.
Now, we're getting a lot of energy in the voice. These 2 men do not see eye to eye on what's happening. And Steve Jobs is used to having his way. The other character is feeling a little bit desperate, I think, and his pitch is getting higher.
You're not hearing me. It's not going to say hello.
Fix it.
You're not hearing me. It's not going to say hello.
Fix it.
You're not hearing me. It's not going to say hello.
Fix it.
You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me. It's not going to say, ah. All of that is a higher pitch than just normal conversational English. And I think this happens often in other languages as well, when people are in a heated discussion, a discussion with a lot of emotion, that the pitch can creep up and up. So think about that and try to imitate that when you're working with the audio that goes with this lesson.
You're not hearing me. It's not going to say hello.
Fix it.
You're not hearing me. It's not going to say hello.
Fix it.
You're not hearing me. It's not going to say hello.
Fix it.
Fix it?
Yeah.
Fix it. Fix it. Okay, his F isn't as strong. He's not stressing it as much. Now he's going, fix it. The intonation is different. Steve Jobs made it a statement. He was demanding it. This guy is asking it as a question. You want me to fix it?
Fix it? Fix it? Fix it?
So two-word thought group, totally different shape here. The one was a command, the other is a questioning of that command. Still a stop T, still links together smoothly. Fix it?
Fix it? Fix it? Fix it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Little up-down shape, a single word in a thought group, shape of stress. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. He is so casually throwing this out there. Yeah, I want you to fix it. He's not understanding what would go into fixing it and that fixing it isn't possible. He is not accepting that as the outcome.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
In 40 minutes?
Okay, so then the character has this great laugh. Ha, ha, ha.
In 40 minutes? In 40 minutes? In 40 minutes?
In 40 minutes? He can't believe it. He has an incredulous tone. It's not going to happen. In 40 minutes? 4 minutes? And then the pitch goes up at the end because, again, it's a question. He's saying, you want me to fix it in 40 minutes? I noticed the word in, which is unstressed, was said really quickly, and I didn't really hear the N. If 40, do you hear it?
In 40 minutes? In 40 minutes? In 40 minutes?
Not very clear. The T in 40 is a flap T. It does follow the rules. It comes after an R and before a vowel or diphthong, so we usually make that a flap T. 40. 40 minutes?
In 40 minutes? In 40 minutes? In 40 minutes?
Fix it.
Fix it. Okay, we're getting another command. The intonation goes down. Fix it at the end. That is a statement. And again, a stop T.
Fix it. Fix it. Fix it.
I can't.
I can't. I can't. Stress on the word can't. And he does release this into a true T. If you've been watching many of my Ben Franklin analysis videos, then you know that in the N''T contraction, we often don't release that into a true T, but here he does. Very clear. I can't. He is stressing that word. It is not possible.
I can't. I can't. I can't.
Who's the person who can?
What's the stress of Steve Jobs' next line?
Who's the person who can? Who's the person who can? Who's the person who can?
Who's the person who can? Who's per can? More stressed. The and who less stressed. Lower in pitch, but still smoothly connected into the line. Who's the person who can?
Who's the person who can? Who's the person who can? Who's the person who can?
Can fix it. So if he had said, who's the person who can fix it? Then maybe he would have reduced can, but it's fix and it are not in the sentence here. They're implied, but can is the only verb, and so the vowel is not reduced. It remains the a as in bat vowel. Can. When that's followed by n, we add an extra sound, sort of like the schwa, the as in butter vowel, before the n. It's the back of the tongue relaxing. Can. Can.
Who's the person who can? Who's the person who can? Who's the person who can?
I'm the person who can.
I'm the person who can. They're doing a lot of talking over each other, aren't they? One person is not finishing before the next person starts. And how does he stress this sentence?
I'm the person who can. I'm the person who can. I'm the person who can.
I'm the person who can. I'm is often not stressed, but here it's the important part of the sentence. I'm the person who can. I'm the person who can. Da, 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 da. 3 long syllables, 3 shorter syllables. The, sun, and who. Now, don't be fooled by the letter O here. That is the schwa. It's said very quickly. Person. Person. I'm the person who can. And again with can, we have a vowel, an sound, and then the n, can.
I'm the person who can. I'm the person who can. I'm the person who can, and I can't.
And I can't. And I can't. Both I and can't, a little stressed, some of that up-down shape. Again, he does a true T release here. He really wants to stress the negative can't. The word and I can't. It's reduced, the D is dropped. This is really common. Ending N links right into the I diphthong.
And I can't. And I can't. And I can't.
But the vowel isn't reduced, it's a. And. Just like can, there's a little bit of an sound in there as the tongue relaxes. And I can't.
And I can't. And I can't. And I can't.
Can't. Again, a, followed by n. Relax the back of the tongue first. Can't.
And I can't. And I can't. And I can't.
How bad are you saying?
How bad are you saying? How bad? Stressed. How bad are you saying? So before this clip, he was saying there were some problems with the demo. Now Steve Jobs is asking just how bad are these problems?
How bad are you saying? How bad are you saying? How bad are you saying?
Bad and say most stressed. What's happening with our unstressed words?
How bad are you saying? How bad are you saying? How bad are you saying?
How is said quickly. How? Less clear.
How bad are you saying? How bad are you saying? How bad are you saying?
Are you becomes are you. Bad are you. So the word are reduces. I would write that as schwa are you. And those 2 words are flat, said very quickly. Are you saying?
What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying?
It's pretty bad.
Okay, what's the stress of this next statement? It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Most stress on the word pre, the syllable pre of the word pretty.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. And he does a little bit of a nod, a little head gesture on that stressed syllable. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Bad also some length.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Pretty. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Pretty. We have 2 T's here. They're a flap T because that sound comes between 2 vowels. We have the I as in sit vowel. The letter E makes the I as in sit vowel here. Pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
I don't know what that means.
It means that
I don't know what that means. I don't know. The word don't said really quickly. Here the N apostrophe T contraction has a little stop at the end to show us the T. I don't know. And no is stressed. I don't know what that means. And means is the most stressed word there.
I don't know what that means.
it means that
I don't know what that means.
it means that
I don't know what that means.
it means that
So the phrase I don't know, that can be pronounced several different ways. You may have heard it really casual like I don't know. I don't know. No T at all. But here he does signify a T by putting a little break, that abrupt stop. That is the stop T. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. What and that, lower in pitch, a little flatter compared to no and means. What that. They both have stop T's as well. They're both followed by words that begin with a consonant. What that.
What that means. What that
means
What that means.
It means the demo is more than likely going to crash.
Means the demo. So he responds, I actually don't hear the word it. Grammatically, it makes sense, but sometimes we drop the subject like that when we know what we're talking about. Means the demo.
Means the demo. Means the demo. Means the demo is more than likely going to crash.
Means the demo is more than likely, most stress there, going to crash. Crash. Now, the first time this guy said going to, he stressed going, and it said going to. It came out as going to. Now he's not stressing it. He's stressing likely and crash. And instead, going to comes out as gonna. Common reduction for that.
Means the demo is more than likely going to crash. Means the demo is more than likely going to crash. Means the demo is more than likely going to crash.
So we have a little length on means the demo, the word the, faster, lower in pitch, means the demo is more than likely, is more than. These three words all unstressed, flatter in pitch. Can you simplify them as you say them? Is more than. Was
more than likely going to crash.
Than, I would write that with a schwa, more than. Reduced.
Was more than likely going to crash.
You have to keep your voices down.
Okay, then another character comes in, and she's whispering, and the scene's getting really intense.
You have to keep your voices down. You have to keep your voices down. You have to keep your voices down.
You have to keep your voices down. You have to keep your voices down. Half has some stress. Voy has more stress. You have to keep your voices down.
You have to keep your voices down. You have to keep your voices down. You have to keep your voices down.
You have to keep. Now, have you noticed that when the word have is followed by the word to, which happens pretty frequently, that instead of a V sound, we get more of an F sound? The T is unstressed. She does make that a true T. She, of course, does still make this a schwa.
You have to keep your voices down. You have to keep your voices down. You have to keep your voices down.
Have to. But the common pronunciation for these two words is to make the V sound an F and use a true T for the T. Have to. You have to.
You have to keep your voices down.
The word your so often reduces to your. I would say she doesn't really do that. I still hear it sort of as your, but it's said really quickly. Still unstressed. To keep your.
To keep your voices down. To keep your voices down. To keep your voices down.
You have to keep your voices down. And then she goes right on. So I put a period there. Two sentences is how I would write that grammatically. But she puts it all together into one big thought group. So she doesn't stop. The energy of the voice keeps on going. No breaks. Right from the N and down into the J sound of Joel.
To keep your voices down. To keep your voices down. To keep your voices down. Joel Fortzheimer is sitting out in the house.
Joel Fortzheimer. So stress in any name is on the last name. So whether your name is 4 names long, 5 names long, when you say the full name, stress is on the last name, and the last name, Fortzheimer, has stress on the first syllable. So the energy of the voice goes up towards the stress, the peak on the stress syllable of Fortzheimer. Joel, the voice is going up towards that peak.
Joel Fortzheimer is sitting out in the house. Joel Fortzheimer is sitting out in the house. Joel Fortzheimer is sitting out in the house.
Joel Fortzheimer is sitting out in the house. Joel Fortzheimer is sitting, a little bit of stress there, sitting out in the house. Okay, what does the word house mean here? This is another word for in a theater for the audience. So not the stage, but where all of the seats are, where the audience sit, that's the house.
Joel Fortzheimer is sitting out in the house. Joel Fortzheimer is sitting out in the house. Joel Fortzheimer is sitting out in the house.
Fortzheimer is sitting. So the word is would be written in IPA with the I vowel and the Z consonant, but it's followed by the letter S. And the letter S is unvoiced. It's paired with the Z because they have the same mouth position. And in cases like this, it's going to overpower the Z and they're going to link together with a single Z. Sorry, a single S sound. Is sitting. Double T in sitting, that's a flap T because the T sound comes between two vowel sounds. Is sitting.
Is sitting out in the house. Is sitting out in the house. Is sitting out in the house.
Is sitting out in the house. Is sitting out in the house. Is sitting out in the house. So ending NG consonant linking right into the vowel, the next sound, which is the ow as in now diphthong. Then the T in out links the words out and in together as a flap T because it comes between two vowels. Out in the house. And in the, both lower in pitch, unstressed, said quickly before the next up-down shape, the stressed word of house.
Is sitting out in the house. Is sitting out in the house. Is sitting out in the house.
This is intense, but let's listen to the whole conversation one more time.
We needed to say hello.
You're not hearing me. It's not going to say hello.
Fix it.
Fix it?
Yeah.
In 40 minutes?
Fix it.
I can't.
Who's the person who can?
I'm the person who can, and I can't.
How bad are you saying?
It's pretty bad.
I don't know what that means.
It means the demo is more than likely going to crash.
You have to keep your voices down. Joel Fortzheimer is sitting out in the house.
We're going to be doing a lot more of this kind of analysis together. What movie scenes would you like to see analyzed like this? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see all my Ben Franklin videos, click here. You'll also find the link in the video description. That's it, and thanks so much for using Rachel's English. If you want to see my absolute latest video, click here. If you're new to the channel, check out this Where to Start playlist. Click here to subscribe. I make new videos on American English every Tuesday. To be sure we can keep in touch, click here to sign up for my newsletter. You'll get free lessons in your inbox every week.